Broadcasting live from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, this is TBC News. Our top stories tonight. Prime Minister meets media gatekeepers, stresses patriotism. AI urged as sector's experts convene. Good evening, I am Kanki Mwaigomole. You can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TBC Online, and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TBC Online. The Vice President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Ambassador Dr. Emmanuel Nchembe, has participated in the 7th African Union-European Union Summit held in Luanda, Angola. The two-day summit, among other things, concluded with a commitment to create a better and sustainable future for Africa and Europe, a new and strong partnership on peace, security and governance in addressing wars and conflicts around the world. Other issues prioritized during the summit include a strong commitment to international cooperation, as well as strong and respectful cooperation on migration and mobility issues. The summit also resolved to continue to support all African countries in development, industrialization, increasing exports and integration into regional markets. Agreements were also reached in order to accelerate the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area. The meeting was held with the theme promoting peace and prosperity through effective multilateralism. Prime Minister Dr. Mwigulu Nchemba calls on Tanzanians to refrain from violence once again and urging vigilance and readiness to protect the country at any cost. Prime Minister Dr. Nchemba made the call in Dar es Salaam when he held a meeting with media editors and journalists, being the first time he meets media editors since his appointment.
Let us never again, for any reason, allow a situation like the one that occurred. People fighting over numbers, but the shedding of even a single innocent person's blood is not a blessing to the country. Losing even one life is not a blessing. We must work to prevent such incidents from ever happening again.
Dr. Nchemba furthermore calls on Tanzanians to place their hopes in the Independent Commission of Inquiry commissioned to investigate the root cause of the unrest that occurred during and after the general elections on October 29th, while the Minister of Information, Culture, Arts and Sports, Professor Palamagamba Kabudi, explains the steps being taken to improve the media sector.
Not formed it with just prominent people, but with individuals who are highly respected people with honor in the country, in Africa and internationally. These are retired Chief Justice and professionals whose entire careers have been in matters of law and justice. Prime Minister, several steps have been taken regarding the media. The Media Services Act has been amended and has come into effect, and we are continuing to identify additional areas that need further improvement.
Meanwhile, artificial intelligence experts and stakeholders from African countries have launched a special program to ensure the society benefits from the use of technology, including encouraging the production of local artificial intelligence systems that are compatible with the African environment. The program is being implemented in collaboration with the government and the Scan Code Institute, which has brought together innovators from technologically advanced countries in Arusha to ensure that the plans of enhancing the use of safe AI are achieved effectively.
Ambayo imeunganisha wadau wakubwa
Government institutions have gathered here to shape policies in order to have policies that align with Tanzanian context, specifically in the right uses of AI.
Ni kuhakikisha tunafungua nyanja za.
We aim at opening various avenues such that the country opens up digital and also AI creates more opportunities.
The experts say the program has begun to pay off to citizens in some countries, emphasizing the need to integrate more innovations to accelerate the production of AI technologies that are relevant to the needs of the African countries.
To start, and we are actually already using use cases of AI. So we started by organizing our data into the enterprise data platform, which brings all data together. We have a framework, we have a policy, and we have trained the staff. So as we bring our data together, we are now looking into the use of AI. One of the use cases at Bank of Uganda is the supervision technology, where we are getting information from the supervised institutions, which are the commercial banks.
In Kenya, we've adopted the use of AI so much, and I think what we are learning here is an addition of what we are already doing. Already we are implementing the adoption or the use of AI, particularly in support for farmers. We are doing registration of farmers. We've actually done registration of farmers to the tune of 7 million farmers. And we are supporting them in various inputs, like even fertilizer.
To understand more on the progress made by Tanzania and Africa in AI, and also how the continent is equipped to mitigate its negative impact, we're joined live by founder of ScanCode, who are the main organizers of the meeting, Faustin Ngimba. Do you think Africa has managed to make AI inclusive, responsible, and relevant to local challenges?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Africa has made that, but it has not reached it to the point that it should be right now. But we applaud the African leaders for making or for starting managing these AI policies. And some countries have started developing AI frameworks. They have started developing national guidelines for AI use, and also emphasizing and focusing on promoting AIs in different sectors, including education, health sectors, financial sectors. So we have not countries, they have not managed it by 100%, but we applaud them for that because they have already started the journey of managing that one.
Ngimba, what system is in place to make Tanzania more competitive regionally and globally in AI? Do we equip enough children from a tender age to be competitive in AI?
Yeah, most of tools that can equip more youth or more skilled groups of this AI is sharing knowledge, development of skills, especially sending or grooming these young innovators in technology and studying more computer science, data science. So we believe this technology and machine learning in combination with the data sciences and also skills in computer science, which means in programming and developing software, can equip more youths and more people and more innovators in our African countries to push this innovation and the AI use properly and more productive for our economic, and make our African countries to be more competitive in regionally and globally.
But how have African countries, including Tanzania, equipped to minimize negative impacts of AI, like job displacement, bias, and misinformation, which all require careful governance?
actually, that can be, it is a misinterpretation and understanding. AI is not going to replace jobs. Rather, it is going to improve efficiency and also and improve delivery time. If you have a work, you can perform within 5 hours, and through AI, you can perform within 2 hours. So you are not removing an employee, you are not replacing the job, rather than you are improving your activities, and you are improving your efficiency in performing your tasks effectively and more productive, so that we can speed up economic growth in our countries.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mgimba.
Thank you very much and welcome.
The Director General of the Tanzania Broadcasting Corporation, TBC, Dr. Ayubu Rioba, says the media must shift away from negative and destructive reporting and instead embrace professional, responsible and solution-based journalism. He made the remarks while speaking to TBC News, emphasizing that the media has a national obligation to tell stories that strengthen unity, protect Tanzania's image, and reflect an African-centered perspective rather than adapting decisive narratives influenced by outside or neighboring countries.
Additionally, and especially in the Western world, because the journalism education that our countries, the curricula that our countries use to train journalists, these are curricula that came from Western countries, which are the ones that started journalism as a profession, so to speak. Now, that curricula has always emphasized on a definition which says, there's this cliche that when a dog bites a man, that's not news, but when a man bites a dog, that becomes news. And it shows that normally we would not, in journalism, we would not report about somebody, let's say TBC DG. He woke up at 6 in the morning and then went to do exercise, and then he took shower, he got into his car, he drove to his office, and went to his desk and started working. There's no news there. But if I tripped somewhere and fell and started to bleed on my mouth, that would be news because I fell. Something went wrong. And the media are now beginning, and of course, what we are teaching, the media are now beginning to see that, no, I think we could also have some events, some news that have positive impact on people, on society. Because if you feed people negativity from morning to evening, I think even psychologists will tell you this is likely to affect their well-being.
Dr. Rioba further calls on universities and media institutions to develop communication theories rooted in Africa's communitarian identity instead of depending on the Western individualistic media models that do not fit African societies.
Doing serious research about the kind of flaws we see in this Western journalism that we have all along been using. And I'm not saying it's faulty in every way, no. I'm saying it has its own faults. Kabisa, it comes from this philosophy, this tradition, individualistic tradition, while here we in Africa are communitarians. People.
In other news, the Minister for Industry and Trade, Judith Kapinga, has directed the College of Business Education, CBE, to ensure it delivers high-quality education in the areas of business, finance, ICT and supply chain management so as to support the implementation of the National Vision 2050, which aims to elevate Tanzania to a competitive and inclusive economy with a national income of $1 trillion. Rehema Sebabili has more.
Minister Kapinga issued the directive during her visit to the college, emphasizing that CBE should become a center of policy analysis, economic transformation, and the start of business trends through various research initiatives so as to help the government keep pace with the rapid growth of the global economy.
As a learning institution, lazima tuwe tuna eneo ambalo tunajiridhisha kwamba
we must have a space where we are confident that when we want matters of policy analysis, reforms, and forecasting business trends, then we have a place, and that place is CBE. Therefore, I believe and I know that you are conducting in-depth research, but it is my hope to see you expand further to become a center of policy analysis.
In addition, Minister Kapinga urged CBE to prepare strategies that align with economic changes by bridging the gap between classroom learning and the actual needs of the job market. She further explained that it is important to have continuous curriculum reforms that reflect market demands, as well as adoption of modern technologies such as artificial intelligence in marketing.
Pamoja na programu mlizonazo, lakini mtakubaliana na mimi soko linasema tofauti.
Alongside the programs you have, you will agree with me that the market is saying something different. There is still a large gap, so we must close this gap through our curriculum.
For his part, the chairman of the college's governing board, Professor Zakaria Mganilwa, vows to continue to ensure innovative research is conducted to enhance academic capacity with the goal of developing experts capable of managing international businesses and strengthening a competitive economy.
Miaka 6 mfululizo chuo kimekiandaa kongamano au
For 6 consecutive years, the college has been organizing professional conferences where experts from the college and others from outside come together to present their research, which has made a significant contribution to solving business challenges. In the Ministry of Industry, we have a research institute, and on the business side, we have CBE. Therefore, when these two institutions work well, the business sector and the industrial sector are in safe hands to accelerate economic development.
Along with this, Minister Kapinga toured an ongoing construction project at the college, which has a 9-story metrology building. Reporting from Dar es Salaam, Rahima Sababili, TBC News.
The inaugural ceremony for Creative Connect Africa, CCA, is taking place in Ghana under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, seeking to unite creators in the fashion, film and music sector from the continent and beyond to unlock new opportunities and find solutions for common challenges. Gloria Michael is attending the conference and festival and has prepared the following report.
Let us remember that the work before us is not merely technical or economic. It is cultural and it is generational. We are building industries that tell African stories with authenticity, with pride, and with confidence.
For the first time in the continent, creators in music, fashion, and film come together to discuss on the opportunities, challenges, and way forward in their business. Giving her opening remarks, Emil Mburundoria, the Director for Trade in Service, Investment, IPR, and Digital Trade from Africa Continental Free Trade Area, says the Creative Connect Africa seeks to hastening the need for intra-Africa trade and collaboration among creators by bringing together leaders, policymakers, consumers, and creators under one roof and explore on how the Africa Continental Free Trade Area can boost trade and investment in the film, fashion, and music industry.
This forum and festival also provides the opportunity to reflect on the critical policy, regulatory, and market challenges that continue to confront Africa's creative and tourism ecosystem. Issues such as financing gaps, restrictions on movement.
From Black Star, a Ghanaian organization for creatives, Rex Owusu-Marso, said creative industry is crucial in the fight against unemployment, and bringing together like minds helps to understand the industry need and the future of the talents arts, crafts, and rich history of the continent.
This newly created platform is the genesis of a movement to connect and to champion the creative industries as a formidable engine for continental growth and prosperity.
Creatives Connect Africa is a 3-day event happening in Accra, Ghana, a space seeking to examine how creatives industry in Africa is evolving and what economic promises does it hold for the future. Gloria Michael, TBC, Accra.
Meanwhile, Tanzania's tourism sector continues to record impressive growth, with thousands of international visitors arriving daily to explore the country's world-famous natural attractions. One of the most visited sites is the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a home to the world's largest intact volcano caldera. Our reporter, Caroline Maleo, is on the ground and brings us the story.
As you can see, I am standing at the Lodware Gate, which is the popular entrance at the Ngorongoro Conservation Area. The Ngorongoro crater, formed over 2 to 3 million years ago, stretches over 260 square kilometers and hosts more than 25,000 large animals, including lions, elephants, rhinos, buffaloes, hippos, and countless bird species. Today, many tourists told me they had always dreamed of experiencing this place, a natural wonder, often referred to as Africa's Eden.
Very lucky. We've actually seen the big five already, but I love elephants. I could watch them all day. African elephants are just, there's something about them, and like you'll just see so many of them, and it's been amazing. I could just sit there and watch them all day.
So we saw many animals, I think more than 10 pieces of animals, different kind of, like lion, the elephants, ostrich, many different antelope.
Honestly, we've always seen African safaris on like Facebook or TikTok, and we love to travel, and so this has just really been something like kind of like a bucket list, and so finally we're like, we're just going to do it, and so we did, and I'm really glad we selected Tanzania. Y'all's country is absolutely gorgeous.
I think it's the best place for safari. I asked them when did they arrive in Tanzania, and do they feel safe and peaceful being in this country?
So I only got here a week ago in Zanzibar.
I've been in Tanzania for now almost 2 weeks. We haven't felt very in danger or not safe, let's say.
We're a big group, 17 persons, and we just come from yesterday. So we just want to enjoy this big experience.
With our guide, Shuma, we're not worried at all about anything. And that's what, even like our lodge last night, we leave the room unlocked, like totally fine.
And what about their personal experiences since their arrival?
It's been lovely, honestly. Like we've been around, the three of us, and also with a bigger group. We've been around we crossed into Tanzania from Malawi and then did Mikumi National Park, then we went to Zanzibar for a couple of days, and then Usambara Mountains, Arusha, and now, of course, Ngorongoro.
I did not expect to see such beautiful beaches in Zanzibar, and obviously coming here, we went through Usambara Mountains. Again, did not expect to see such beautiful green, lush mountains. So I'm having a really amazing time, and people are so friendly as well.
And here they call for other tourists to also visit the country.
I think if you want to go to Africa, especially Southern or Eastern Africa, Tanzania would be the great first step to make. If you feel like you'd be a bit scared, Tanzania will be welcoming and make you feel like this is home.
Come to Tanzania. You definitely won't be disappointed. I'm having an amazing time. What I've seen, there's no reason not to come back and do more. You can just see so much. Like, you could spend so long here and just embrace all that Tanzania has to offer. Like, the people are just so welcoming and friendly. Like, you would not be disappointed at all.
It is an incredible experience, like once in a lifetime. It's not like seeing animals in the zoo. That's what everybody at home is like, oh, you can see them at the zoo, you can see them at the zoo. It is not the same.
Tour guides call for protection of peace, because of the impact that tourism has in the country.
The Tanzania is still the destination which has a lot of attraction. You can see there is a lot of tourists who are in the national park now, are coming in and out, in the lodges, in the airport and everywhere. So it's safe and welcome.
We're telling the guests, welcome to Tanzania, Tanzania unforgettable. Welcome to the land of Zanzibar, Kilimanjaro and Serengeti. Hakuna matata.
As Tanzania strengthens its position as Africa's leading wildlife destination, the stories and excitement shared by the tourists here in Ngorongoro show just how powerful the country's natural heritage truly is. For many visitors, this place exceeds every expectation and continues to put Tanzania firmly on the world tourism map. Reporting from Ngorongoro, Caroline Maleo, TBC News.
Thank you so much, Caroline Maleo. Before we wind up our local news, let's take a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday. Sports news is up next. And in sports, the World Football Federation, FIFA, has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Saudi Arabia Development Fund, SFD, worth $1 billion, aiming at supporting the construction of the football stadiums in developing countries, especially in Asia and Africa. FIFA President Gianni Infantino says the program will help improve the development of football fields in the countries, and the plan aims to ensure every country has stadiums that meet FIFA standards, while the Saudi Arabia Development Fund CEO Sultan bin Abdulrahman Al Mashad insists that at present football is a driver of development.
Countries today who don't have even one proper stadium, who cannot play their national team games at home, who don't have a venue which complies with the international standards, with the FIFA standards. We want to make sure that every country in the world has at least one stadium which corresponds to FIFA standards to play international games and to showcase the country all over the world. And
we at SFD believe in the power of sports to change lives. That's why we are partnering with FIFA and allocating up to $1 billion in concessional loans to build and upgrade sports facilities for the community that need it most.
TRA United head coach Etienne Ndairagije say they face a challenging match against JKT Tanzania in Tanzania Premier League match on Wednesday at Major Isamuyo Stadium, but they have set strategies to come out with 3 points. Head coach Ndairagije adds that his plan is to see TRA United winning every game in the Tanzania Premier League, starting with JKT Tanzania, as JKT's coach Ahmed Ali says the game will be tough for both teams.
JKT is a strong team in the Premier League, so we prepared enough to win the match against them. They also have good coach, the experienced one, so I believe it will be a good match for every football fan to watch. We want to win Premier League title, so nothing else than to win all our games, including with TRA.
TRA United have played 4 matches and sit in 10th position of the table, while JKT Tanzania have played 7 matches and collected 10 points and sit in 4th position of Tanzania Premier League table. That is sports news. Before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Hello dear viewers, and thank you for joining us for the weather forecast. And by starting for tonight, we expect the entire country to feature with partly cloud conditions. And for tomorrow, wind is expected to flow at the speed of 20 kilometers per hour over Lake Tanganyika, Lake Rukwa together with the entire coast, and the speed of 30 kilometers per hour over Lake Victoria together with Lake Nyasa. And the state of the sea generally just expected to be slight. And also for tomorrow, we expect Kagera, Geita together with Kigoma regions are expected to feature with partly cloud condition, thunder showers over a few areas and sun periods. While for the Tanga region, Unguja and Pemba Isles together with Mtwara region are expected to feature with partly cloud condition, rain showers over a few areas and sun periods. And for the Dar es Salaam, Pwani, including Mafia Isles, are expected to feature with partly cloud condition, light rain showers over a few areas and sun periods. And for the rest part of the country are just expected to feature with partly cloud condition together with sun periods. Let us see next 4 days forecast from different cities and regions. Dar es Salaam, light rain showers together with sun periods are expected. Dodoma, sun periods are expected. Mbeya, sun periods are expected. Mwanza, thunder showers together with sun periods are expected. Kilimanjaro, light rain showers together with sun periods are expected. Morogoro, sun periods are expected. And also for Arusha, light rain showers together with sun periods are expected. I'm Rebecca William from Tazama Meteorological Authority. Thank you.
That marks the end of the news bulletin for tonight. Don't miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I'm Kanki Mwegomole. Good night.
TBC1, ukweli na uhakika.